Welcome to the third-party Transformer news for Retro Robot Radio for the date of November 8th, 2014. AllFun Toys has been showing off what appear to be the final version of their Titanium Saints figure. Titanium Saints is a classics deluxe scale version of Alpha Trion that transforms into a space battleship. And here you can see it compared to several figures, including the X-Transbots Ollie and the Fans Project Car Crash. Arc Studio has been showing off more of its non-transforming Cybertronian figurines. Here you can see some Acid Storm and one of the yellow Seekers there, and a purple Seeker, Jazz, and Laserbeak, and Soundwave. Dr. Wu has been showing off that he has a replacement face for the upcoming Masterpiece Bumblebee figure that is a little more show accurate. Keith's Fantasy Club did an interview this weekend on the AC Toys forum where they showed off some images, including this version of the Crash Hog Junkion mold redone as Psykill. This will be a Masterpiece sized figure, standing at about 23 centimeters tall, or about as big as Masterpiece Soundwave. So the motorcycle it turns into will be something big enough that you could have, say, a Masterpiece leader riding on, which is kind of cool. I found the a KO, a new one, online recently. This one's actually the Toy World Aurora figure done. I think it's slightly shrunken down instead of the one that was enlarged that we've already seen, and simplified. So it's kind of interesting to see if we're going to getting more cheap copies of the Toy World figures coming out soon. Also, this one I found quite amusing. That's actually the Dead End figure for Fans Project, their combiner. It's upsized to nearly deluxe size from what I can tell, and they've redone it as Stinger from the Age of Extinction movie. Mastermaid, who you may know released a super deformed version of the SDF-1 that transformed, has shown off this teaser just this weekend that looks a lot like a Metroplex with a little Ultra Magnus figure. So you might have the City Commander and his city coming from them in super deformed, transforming form. Play With This Too showed off some images of their upcoming figure called Desolators. This is the first renders we've seen as opposed to the drawings that have been online so far. And this will be Desolator's sword weapon, which is based on the sword used by Generation 1 Pretender Skullgrin. Also, we've had some images of what the tech drone, that's the smaller robot, will look like. This is Desolator's tech drone known as Demon. And as you see, it's pretty well detailed. This figure will basically be made up of 5mm port weapons, similar to the way the B-Mogs are. And Demon will break apart into a backpack and a couple of rifles for Desolator, or be able to transform into a little, I guess it's hover tank thingy. It's meant to be cool accessories more than a transforming toy, and I think it succeeds as cool accessories. TFC Toys has been showing off this version of their First Aid figure for their Prometheus Combiner. You see here in the alt mode, it turns into a ambulance model, and you can mount the guns on the back, so it has the big double cannons, just like the Generation 1 First Aid figure. Just some quick updates on the YouTube channel since the last time I had a show. I have posted the audiobook Attack of the Decepticons by John Braden from 1985, and the Color Forms Transformers Sunraid audiobook, which is the first time that's appeared online, so you might want to check either of those two out. I've also posted a mirror of a review of the TFC Toys Hydrant figure done by Little Upset out of China. We have some feedback on our last episode. Blake Light Blutz says that I was hooked from the first time I heard it. Congrats. Talking about the fact that my show has over 1,000 subscribers. Tyler Hurd says, just for the heck of it, I want to see some audiobooks for the TFC Toys figures. Would be interesting. And Stormrider X says, Vader looks pretty cool. Too bad that Takara didn't make him to sell along with the MP Rat Bat as a bundle. This week's screen capture is of the Shogun Warrior Raydeen, a toy that I had as a kid. This week's news brought to you from the pages of tformers.com and TFW 2005. News read by Matthew Ignash. Stop by wikialpha.org to read more about third-party Transformers. Check out the Facebook page of the third-party TF Crashers. And then come on by the Retro Robot Radio YouTube channel and subscribe.